Is there a love triangle forming in Moon Knight? Guys, we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
The love triangle, Rob. Take it away. I know you want to talk about all the little lovey-dovey things.
Yes, there's so much lovey-dovey here, but there's also drama. Yes, guys. There is a love triangle brewing in Moon Knight, and I am here for it. We know that Steven had a thing for Layla the second they met, right? Chris, you know, he met in, he's like, oh, Mark's stupid that, like, he left you. And then they're bonding over hieroglyphics and all this other stuff. Like, all the stuff that Layla wanted in Mark that we see here in Steven. And now with Layla, we're seeing that all like come to a fruition. Like she actually digs him and like leans in for a kiss and like almost smooches another man.
Is it another man though? Like,
I think so, right? It is, but it's not.
It almost feels like a couple doing extensive role play. It's still him and his body. It's just like the minds are split. I don't know. It's very charming though to watch. It's very interesting to see like Steven has all these qualities that Mark doesn't have, even though he's like the awkward, kind of weird, kooky guy. But all those things are attracting Layla because she's obviously an archaeologist too. Her dad was an archaeologist. They're bonding over those things. And Mark's kind of in the background like, dude, if you kiss my wife, I will kill you. And we see it like he punches himself in the face.
Yeah. The question I guess we're getting into for you guys at home and for you, Chris, is Layla actually falling for Steven, or is she just like in love with like every aspect of Mark that's there and Steven just happens to be a part of that?
I think a part of her is. I think she's falling for this person that is not the serious archetype that Mark is. And as much as Mark is awesome and he's a badass, a lot of those kind of like emotional stuff he's very distant from. And I think she gets that with Steven, and it's obviously an awkward situation, right? Like she's basically falling in love with her own husband with a different voice and personality. So I don't know, Rob, is it full love? Is it just because it's the same guy? Like it's a very tough situation to kind of follow the thread of emotional attachment with.
It kind of feels like, to me, it seems like she's falling in love with him, but not because like it's somebody else, right? It's all the stuff that she wanted Mark. She wanted Mark to be more vulnerable, to be more honest and open, to like have all these commonalities and share these shared experiences with. So she's falling in love with this other version that she's always wanted Mark to be. The issue is that like she needs to realize that they're separate beings, and I don't really think that's stuck home yet, right? The fact that like they can switch and stuff like that, it's such a hard concept to understand. And like I think maybe Marvel's oversimplifying that fact for the show, which is totally fine. But I think by the end of this, she's either gonna like just love Mark and like realize that Steven is just a friend, or they're gonna have this weird like polyamorous like throuple situation going on here.
Is it though?
If you had two different personalities in you, and like your wife's like, yeah, Chris, like I love you, but I rather so much to hang out with George, right? And George is this other man in you that's nothing like
Screw you, George.
He's like a nerdy dweeb. He like reads and does all this other stuff. He doesn't go outside, nothing. And you're like, to Chris, to Mark, it's like my wife's falling in love with somebody else, even though it's you physically, right? It's your body, but you're not there presently. So like for Mark is like gonna be destroyed when she like loves him. And I don't think Mark is the kind of guy to be like, all right, I'm open for a 3-year relationship with the other version of myself in there. I don't think Mark's gonna be okay with that. Thank you guys for watching that part of the conversation of our Moon Knight episode 4 review. We really hoped you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think down in the comments below.
You guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like, really helps the channel out a lot. If you're new, subscribe, turn the notifications. You don't want to miss any more of our Moon Knight coverage. If you miss anything, it's right here on the channel for you. And as always, my name is Chris Heller. That's Rob Moran. We are the Jersey Comic Crew, and we will see you next time.